interception last week for his third of the season. North Dakota alone.
Gain of 7, Travis Tice has 13 yards on 2 carries now. Inside the 20, the Alouettes and Morgan breaking tackles and spinning down. Inside the 10, down to around the 7. For the hard running rookie of the Alouettes, Travis Tice.
All right, guys. I'm live. Another live stream of me watching a sporting event. I'm a little late to this. That's because I got some Domino's pizza. I'll show you that in a little bit, just during the commercial. But I just released a short of me showing you that I got some Domino's pizza, as well as listening to the beginning of the game on Sirius XM radio. So I didn't really miss much, although the first quarter is pretty fast. It's only 5 minutes left. So we got my favorite team against 5Kers' favorite team. Yep. So that is the reason. That is the reason why I am doing this stream tonight, and luckily, the upload speed isn't low, so that's good. All right. So if y'all excuse me for a bit, I'm going to set up the food here. Commercials are pretty quick too. They're like only 90 seconds. Like a minute and a half. All right. Here we go. We got it. Okay. Yeah, I'll get that too. Yep. That's good. All right. Oh yeah.
So taking his spot at safety is Cam Allen, number 0. It's a running play again by Tice. Makes a tackle. Kyrie Wilson thought he had him behind the line, but he manages to push it closer to the 5, and that first and goal play, second and goal coming up here for the Alouettes.
That's what you talk about, Tice. Every time I watch this guy carry the football, he's somebody who's going to make the first person miss. He's always what I always call, I use the term Roger Craig. Use your legs, bring your legs up, break tackles. Roger Craig was a great running back in the NFL, and that's what he was telling running backs. Make sure you Roger Craig it through the hole. Bring your feet up. He always brings his feet with him, makes Kyrie Wilson miss. Gets extra yards.
Great reference in the past. Roger Craig, star with the 49ers back in the 80s. Here's Morgan. Hollins again, who wants a call. Doesn't get the flag. It's incomplete. Then we get a third down, and looks like field goal team will be coming on here from Montreal.
Once again, Jason Moss.
Hey, 5K. I know you've been looking forward to this game just like me. Yep.
One-on-one throw on the outside to Hollins. So there's not a lot of thought process. There's not a lot of coverage.
Did you see that Grey Cup in 2023?
Use your arm strength, throw the ball on the
It was a great game too.
Just missed it a little bit far inside.
No challenge issued there by Jason Moss on that coverage. Holland, so it's Jose Maltos Diaz. Short kick coming up here, puts it through, evens the score.
All right, tied at 3 apiece. I'm gonna go get a plate.
spot. A little tight though. What's the play, Jay?
Oh, okay, so last year's was your first Grey Cup game. Okay.
2 feet away to room tops.
You also got tree.
Isn't that crazy? The Blue Bombers went to 5 consecutive Grey Cups.
Think on the top of it.
We're going to try and make it 6 in a row, and this time it'll be in their own venue. That's crazy.
Looks like it really opens up.
All right, I'll be back in a bit.
Tim's new scrambled egg loaded croissant. Or is it croissant? No matter how you say it, nothing says good morning like freshly cracked scrambled eggs. Loaded on a flaky, buttery, however you say it, Tim's scrambled eggs now on a loaded croissant.
Cock-a-doodle, ooh. It's high fiber Kellogg's cereal. So how high in fiber is it exactly? Very. It says it right there on the box. Kellogg's, where is your grade?
There's James Morgan right in behind Akeem Harris there in his first CFL start. As mentioned, he's from Green Bay, so gee, I wonder what quarterbacks you like growing up. Let's say hello to Matthew Shadegg.
Well, if you're growing up in the Shadow Glenville field, of course, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers are going to be your guys, even though James Morgan, of course, isn't going to go ahead and say one or the other. But the key point this week, as you guys already mentioned, is Jason Russ has a lot of faith in James Morgan. He has to look at the injury list, and the quarterback's on the 6-game injury list. But the one thing that Moss said this week is we can't put it all on Morgan. Sure, he is very, very capable in the offense. He certainly understands the schemes, but it has to be on our offensive line to set the stage. It has to be on the defensive line to make sure that we're getting the ball back and that Morgan has the opportunities. I asked Moss if he's ever been in a situation where he's had to go potentially to a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th quarterback. He said absolutely not. Maybe James Morgan, Moss told me, could be a Hall of Famer, but we don't have to expect him to be a Hall of Famer tonight. Everyone else has to step up and lock in.
It's kind of been thrown in the fire.
You are synced up to my stream and ready to go. All right, that's good to know.
When he was a kid, he wore number 4. When Rodgers took over from Favre, he wore number 12.
This time it's a different angle. It's the same room as the last live stream, except it's facing this side. And this is actually my bedroom TV. Yeah. It perfectly fits on that table. That's why I picked the right size. This TV has really good sound too. It's like a sound bar is built into it. It's a Sony, so that's why. We got Rod Smith and Paul LaPolice, the announcers. Rod Smith, he's kind of like the Chris Fowler of TSN. They're both great football announcers.
This is some of the things you would do as an offensive coordinator. Just simple. Hey, we're going to put him into the boundary where we have 2 blockers for.
And next week, the U.S. Open tennis begins. Chris Fowler's going to be at that. That's going to be like 2 big weeks for him. Doing both the U.S. Open in New York and the big college football game. It's a lot of flying for him. Oh man, the big man.
With a first down and more, up to the Winnipeg 50. Just before Collaros was hit from behind, he managed to shovel that one into the hands of Oliveira.
And David Berglund comes off this edge. And Zach can't find anybody originally.
This game could go either way. This was a hard prediction. I mean, I picked Montreal to win. They can't lose 4 in a row. They lost 3 in a row, right? I mean, plus they're the home team, but this could go either way. This might be a close game.
Has the catch. It's shy of a first down. It'll be 2nd and short coming up here for Winnipeg.
Montreal playing a lot of zone, trying to make Zach drive the length of the
And at the beginning of the season, Montreal, they looked like the best team. Their 2 wins, they won those easily. Oh my gosh, they're marching down the field.
Down to the 25. And his biggest running play gets it down and a first down.
I think it's more of a must-win for the Blue Bombers because They're in the West Division. They're in third place behind the Calgary Stampeders and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Montreal is behind the Hamilton Tiger Cats, so I think it's more of a must-win for the Blue Bombers.
2 carries, 32 yards, Oliveira. Sneaks out of the backfield. Polaris goes to the right and slides. Not much doing, down to about the 22.
And I checked the schedule to see if these two teams will meet again, and they will. It'll be the last regular season weekend, which is the last weekend of October. No, I think it's the second to last weekend in October. I think they're gonna meet each other again on Saturday, October 25th. And they did that last year as well. They met in the last week of the regular season. So that's about 2 months away. Oh, third down, flag. Who's the referee? I'm familiar with the referees' faces, just like in the NFL and college football, as well as baseball umpires and WWE referees.
As they sort this out.
Rough the passer, Montreal.
Okay, I recognize his voice.
From the end of the play, and an automatic first down.
I never knew his name.
Roughing the passer, and that'll push the Bombers closer to the Alouettes end zone.
You can see him at the end of the play when he goes into Zach's legs here. Or they're going to say that's, I guess, they think that's a late hit. He didn't go from
Now it's first and goal.
quarterbacks in the stands, you cannot hit him below the knees, but did not look super late to me, Ron. But
The penalty gets them down to the 2 and a first and goal. Winnipeg faking to Oliveira to the right.
I got it.
Down. Nick Dembski. He leads Winnipeg in touchdowns this season. That is his 6th. And another catch for Nick Dembski, who's now done it in 81 straight games. Put 6 on the board for the Bombers.
Dembski comes across the field with a lot of speed, so the player chasing him in man coverage is going to be in a trail position. You can see Murray trying to figure out, is it a run or is it a pass? He gets in a little bit of a conflict of assignment. By that time, Nick Dempsey's already outflanked him. Zach's just got to pull it, get on the perimeter.
I think this venue is also a soccer venue. I think a soccer team plays there. Is it an MLS team? Major League Soccer? Because I think that league has some Canadian teams too.
And in yardage and in touchdowns as well. He's projecting out for career highs in a single season.
Hey, T-Bone, how you doing? Are you watching this game like us? There's not much happening on a Thursday evening.
Let your playmakers make the plays. Biggest play of this drive, the draw play on 2nd and 3.
Maybe in the future I'll do a live stream on a Saturday, because that's always the biggest day in sports of the week. You got a bunch of sporting events all day, all evening. If I feel like it, then I'll do it whenever.
Just some all-time greats, and look at James Murphy and Joe Popolowski. Outstanding move.
Yeah, 400. You see that guy Stiegel at the top? Dembski's been great. He's not even halfway there. Gives you an idea what 85 did in his career, but that's number 400. The touchdown to make it 10-3 is set, extending his consecutive streak up. And Charleston Rambo now back is one of the kick returners along
All
with
right.
Travis Tice. Winnipeg's up a touchdown.
Hopefully this stream doesn't somehow get blocked, because I'm showing you the TV. I don't think it will. If it was an NFL game, it might, because NFL is really strict, and WWE. WWE is now the new NFL when it comes to the money. It is crazy. The first stream I did, it was me watching a soccer game, and I didn't show the TV because soccer is really the most popular sport in the world, and I figure just to be safe, not showing my TV screen. Yeah, that was the first stream I did, even though that stream didn't get a lot of views, probably because I didn't show the TV screen. But then I did 2 other streams. The second one was me watching the UFL championship game, and I knew UFL is not strict at all, so I was like, all right, I'm going to show you the TV screen, and that went well, and somehow that stream got a lot of views. And then the last stream I did was over a month ago, me watching the MLB All-Star game. And I don't think that stream got blocked or partially blocked, or it didn't get any copyright claims, so that's good. So here I am again. I don't know how often I'll do a live stream. Maybe once a month. I don't know. Again, it just, whenever I feel like it. Tonight, I'm in the mood to do this stream, so I don't know when the next stream will be. Sometimes I'll say when I'll do the stream on a KSN episode, but sometimes I might just hit the live button whenever I want, and then if you have the notifications turn on, then you're like, oh, this channel's live. What's he watching? You know? But it would be cool if I do a future stream on a Saturday of me watching maybe 2 different sporting events at the same time. Possibly 3. I would usually do 2 or 3. I never do 4. It's crazy. What the heck?
For face paint, must be crazy.
Will this really make me look like
you look tougher. Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, we'll give it a shot here. So,
Nice. Excellent.
okay. I don't have a mirror or anything like that, so.
Good look for you.
Use the camera, that's good.
Some baseball players do that too. Aaron Judge, he does it. The biggest player in the league right now.
The running back for the Alouettes now in a 10-3 hole to start the second quarter with the football. This stuff does wash off, right?
I hope so. That'll be good.
Okay.
Five Taylor says, I just got myself some blue Gatorade. Very fitting for this game. Nice.
You got a 240-pound guy, 6
Gotta have Gatorade.
opportunity to just fall forward.
That's like the #1 sports drink.
The one thing watching Jason Moss, and the one thing I have trust in Jason Moss, when you watch him, the hardest thing as an offensive coordinator is you watch the game film, you're like, we can run this play.
Montreal Alouettes, their uniforms, they look like the Houston Texans of the NFL. They kind of look like the Houston Texans.
But if your quarterback can't execute them, you don't want to put that quarterback in that situation. Jason is so good at giving.
Speaking of the Houston Texans, I've actually been to their stadium, but it wasn't for a football game. It was actually for a circus show, believe it or not. Deep pass. He caught it.
Interception for Alexander Hollins. This time, courtesy Tyler Steed as the Alouettes offense opens up the bag of tricks. 44 yards after a
44 yards. Wow.
This is what Jason talked about. That's Matthew Sheehan said, hey, it's all of us got to make our plays. What is this? Hey, let's try to do a little.
I was afraid he wasn't going to catch that.
Turns into a double pass, trying to get
Oh.
eyes in a bad spot, so he's looking to see, oh, it's a reverse, no, it's a throw. The sell by Snead, it does it. Too many running backs or guys who are going to throw that double pass, they start getting like a quarterback. He ran.
Yeah, see, it's like a soccer venue with those yellow lines. Oh, man. Ooh. All right, they got to score. What the? That's a glitch. You saw that? It said 2nd and 157. The heck? That's a glitch.
Trying to stay on schedule. This is the second and short of this drive.
I mean, it said triple-digit numbers. That's impossible. Oh,
Grandy in there, and it's just not.
he's short.
He did not get much there, and that is second down play.
What are they going to do?
Stop here, and I expect
I think they should just go for it.
continue to happen that he is the short
I think they should go for it.
with 2 new quarterbacks in the building, I think he's had probably the most reps or practice.
3rd and 1. Are you sure it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 1.5?
By the way, how many quarterbacks do you see with face paint usually? Not a lot. There's Cameron Dukes, who was the short yardage QB for Chad Kelly in several situations.
Chad Kelly, is he even going to play this season?
And of course, he started a lot of games.
The former Ole Miss quarterback. I got it. First down. 1st and goal. All right, I got to score.
Great surge up front. That's what this play needs. You need a surge from your O-line. And if you see it right from the start, Jamar McGloster got lower, got more physical, created the space to get that first down and create their 1st and goal from the 4-yard line.
Right back comes Montreal. Got a couple of big plays to new receiver Alexander Hollins in this first half. That latest one from Tyler Snead sets them up here. Just inside the 5. 1st down.
There we go. That's one great thing about having that giant end zone. It makes the American football end zone look tiny. They got a big crowd. Looks like a full house.
Why this works is because Brett Brandy is right there. That's your free safety. So if he's up to stop the run, you can throw behind him, and there's no help. Looks like a run play. It's probably a pass attached to that run, and they say, hey, if the free safety's deep, hand the ball off. If he's got depth, you've got a one-on-one. It's too difficult for the halfbacks to be able to cover that much.
If I ever go to Canada, I would love to go to a CFL game. There we go. All right.
What's on your mind, Dion?
A sensitive skin. How Old Spice total body is in
Yes, T-Bone, that is correct.
Not this Old Spice deodorant.
All right, I'm gonna
It's 24/7 freshness.
every.
His crotch.
start eating in a little bit.
Sensitive skin too.
Canadians like to pack a lot into summer, kind of like a Harvey's seasoned chicken wrap. Packed with your choice of grilled, buffalo, or crispy chicken, and topped just the way you
Yeah, I
want.
got Domino's Pizza because
Your summer.
that is one of the sponsors on TSN.
Smarter at Canadian Tire.
And TSN, I gotta say, that's my #1 favorite sports channel
So
because
you don't have to shelf projects.
that is the sports channel that I tune in the most. I love it. All thanks to my big brother. He got us this Fire Stick, and it's one of those illegal apps that he got. I don't know how he got it, but it's crazy. It's like I hit the jackpot thanks to him. I could watch like anything live for free too.
When arthritis pain makes the stairs feel like a summit, there's
All right.
Tylenol Arthritis with 2 layers of pain relief. One acts fast, one lasts for up to 8 hours, and it's gentle on your stomach. Tylenol Arthritis.
7-play, 70-yard drive. Hand to reverse to Tyler Snead. Sell it. Throw it deep downfield for the big explosive play. Scott gets an 8-yard gain for a couple of short yardage situations. And then in the red zone, free safety bites up.
As you can see, I got my shirt on. Yep. I have 2 shirts, 2 Montreal Alouettes shirts. The other one I wore it last week, their last game on Saturday, and that shirt, it's kind of tight. It's kind of a tight fit on me because it's a medium size instead of a large. But I ordered these shirts online, okay? And I picked large for both shirts. And for whatever reason, the other shirt came in a medium size instead of a large. So when I put it on, it's a tight fit, but it still fits well. So I kept it instead of sending it back. So maybe if I do another live stream of me watching an Alouettes game, then I'll wear the other shirt. They have a secondary home uniform. They would wear red, but they haven't worn red all year. They would usually wear the navy blue when they're the home team. In the 2023 East Final, they played against the Toronto Argonauts at Toronto, and they wore their red jerseys. Yeah, this color. Yeah, that was kind of weird. And man, that game was crazy. Argonauts got a ton of turnovers. And those turnovers, they kill you. A lot of times when you get a lot of turnovers, you're not going to win. The team's not going to win. All right. I'll turn down the AC. For whatever reason, I'm kind of sweating.
In my time coaching Zach, you know, we only had a couple weeks in 2019, that Grey Cup year. I was just so impressed.
Winnipeg, number 86. 10-yard penalty.
So impressed with his ability to flip the ball out, as you see him right here. He's getting the ball on the perimeter because I got an opportunity to get Garrett Stearns the ball on the perimeter. You see right there, Kevin's going to see us with the hold, but that's enough. Zach is so good at these quick throws on the field.
First and 20. Oh. They gave me this bag. See it? It's got the Domino's logo.
Here's what's hard about playing this defense. That's Jeffrey Kandar.
Got myself 2-liter Dr. Pepper. The preferred drink for college football. Yeah, they would usually play that commercial a bunch of times during the season. Yep, college football. It's technically, the season begins this weekend, but it's week 0. Oh, nice catch. So week 0, not many games this weekend, but next weekend, at the end of August, they'll have a bunch of games.
When you're a defender, if you're going to rush the quarterback, you cannot break contain. You
cannot
lose contain. Zach's difficult. The break's coming off. He loses contain. Now Zach's on the move. He finds Dembski. Dembski goes into his scramble rolls for the connection. Great play by the Blades as that play.
All right, I'm going to start eating, guys, so I'm not going to be talking much. I don't want to talk while I'm eating. Oh.
takes this. He's definitely pulling it. Can't find anybody.
They faked the handoff. Maybe he should have handed off the ball. I don't know.
From the front side shows up. There was a free rusher off the front side. Looked like Tyrell Richards got to him.
So I got myself a medium 2-topping pizza, pepperoni and bacon, my favorite.
They were possibly in field goal range. A difficult sack to take. Takes you 83 points.
The sack for Murray on a quarterback he grew up watching back in his hometown of Stephenville, Ohio. Punting situation, Jamison Shea inside his 50 now. The Bombers drive stalls. The Alouettes to get the ball back deep in their zone as Tice watches it. And it sails out of bounds. Has to go out of bounds in the air inside the 10 or the 15, and it looks like it does. And this beautiful night in Montreal.
It's a nice city. Oh, look what it says. Fork or fingers? The fingers of the cutlery world. Or cutlery world. As long as the food ends in your mouth, we don't care how much you get it there. The fork you were born with, you could share some of it or not. We wouldn't blame you. That's interesting text. Order, eat, recycle, repeat. This box dreams another box. Wait, no. This box dreams of becoming another box. Make dreams come true. Recycle this box when you're finished. If you're not completely satisfied with your Domino's experience, our guarantee we will make it right. All right. Yeah, Domino's is my #1 favorite pizza chain. And I would usually get some Domino's for the Grey Cup game, and most likely I will do that again in a couple of months. I'm going to get a cup for my Dr. Pepper drink. Oh, nice. NBA champion. His hometown is in Montreal. Golden trophy.
To NBA champions.
From Montreal, Lou Dort, Matthew. That's awesome, as it was for SGA when he was in Hamilton a few weeks ago. And yeah, that Larry O'Brien trophy is certainly making its rounds in Canadian CFL cities. Lou Dort bringing it to Montreal, and great applause and appreciation from the fans here. It's Travis Tice, the ball carrier in this 10-10 tie. Montreal football under about 6 minutes to go. 6:06 on the clock until halftime.
Sure would. I think Montreal tried to play the football before, tried to run a play before the play was clocked in, so they're going to restart it. And the clock started now. Long way to go. So good start. You know, you didn't get the points you want, but you pinned Montreal in. 90 to 100-yard drives do not get a lot of touchdowns in this league.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Morgan, that one goes high on Snead. Those two connected a few moments ago for a touchdown that led to the tie ball game. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Elite company indeed for receiving yards this season. You look at Snead. Understandably, a lot of talk about those 3 to the left in Hatcher and
Kenny Lawler. He's a great player. You remember when he was with the Blue Bombers, 5-tear last year? They should have kept him.
A lot of times he is the boundary #2 receiver. Should be one of your smartest and fastest guys.
Oh, deep pass. Oh, he intercepted it.
It's intercepted Winnipeg. Evan Holm has himself another pick as he got hit while he was throwing the football, and Holm was waiting for that. 4th interception of the season, leading the Bombers in that department for Evan Holm in his 4th year out of North Dakota.
It looks like
North Dakota. Wow.
Is going to get a piece
Dang.
of this play.
Just got a bet, and Morgan is picked off Winnipeg football.
I usually mute the commercials during the... I usually mute the TV during the commercials because I usually do my talking. Alright, stream's going well so far. I don't think a lot of people are going to tune in tonight, but I've got 3 people right now. Now that, the last live stream I did was over a month ago of me watching the MLB All-Star game, and towards the end, during that swing-off tiebreaker, a ton of people tuned in. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. And thankfully, some of those viewers subscribe to the channel, so that's great. How many subs do I have on this channel? 54 with 71 videos, yeah. Yeah, earlier I released a short letting y'all know that the stream's gonna start a little late because I got some Domino's pizza. I'll try to record the next episode of KSN later tonight, but if I don't have time, then I guess it'll be a Saturday episode. Yeah, the last episode was released yesterday. No, the day before, right? Was it yesterday or the day before? The day before, okay. Yeah, I would usually release the episodes at 11 a.m. Central, but for whatever reason, that episode got stuck on processing the video. So when I came home, it was still stuck. So I just deleted the upload and re-uploaded it. And that's why it got released at a much later time. So hopefully that won't happen again. Oh, buffering. Oh no! I'm gonna lose internet! That would suck if that happens. That means that the stream's gonna end if I lose internet. Sometimes that happens.
Michael O'Shea had a lot of great things to say about Jason Moss and about the effort this team plays.
What the heck happened to him?
Right on this play. Deontay Evans ends up chasing this ball down. They see it's a screen behind the line of scrimmage. Beats the block. Forces contain. It's like, make sure I'm not going to allow you outside of me. I'm going to stop your feet, and I'm going to make the tackle. That's the one thing Oach talked about. This team will come. They're going to come with speed. They're going to play hard. They're going to compete. It's like there, he bangs his head right there. Which was okay.
Look at this tiny slice. Look at that. See how tiny it is? This is a medium-sized pizza, but it's a tiny slice.
Trying to get up. So a pause here in this game. That was a loss of 3 yards, by the way, and we're just to the Alouette side of midfield and a second down. Nick Dembski, who came over to the Bombers after the Riders had drafted him, came over in 2018. Their offensive coordinator at the time was Paul Lapalisse, and you moved him around. You saw great potential in him in other departments, in other areas, and getting him more involved in the running game, too.
He was playing field number 1 for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They kept him to the wide side of the field all the time, and I just remember his ability with the ball in his hand. He was a punt returner for them, but on the field as an offensive player, so we recruited him and said, listen, we want you to play slot. I'm going to utilize you on speed sweeps. I'm going to put you in the backfield. I had him playing quarterback at times and ran quarterback runs with him.
And then look how much bigger this slice is. Sometimes I like to put some Parmesan cheese on my pizza. Oops.
Here's what you call a level throw. He's going to go. He's going to trail it by a little bit. Let the underneath coverage get higher. And then you're trying to throw it somewhere in there. You can see it in real time. You just got to beat this throw over the well linebacker. And the corner's trying to get in there to make the play. But that's a great throw by Zach. Trusting that over the well linebacker. We fall. Big target. Nice catch.
Dropped it in nicely. 11th straight completion for Zach Caleros, who's 15 to 17 for 159. First and 10. Bombers back to Oliveira. Pushes his way through for a couple of yards. They're inside the 20, down to about the 18. And Nick Dembski, I'm told, has gone to the dressing room of the Blue Bombers a couple of plays ago. Looked like he hit his head hard on the turf, being tackled. More examination. Second and 8 coming up after that 2-yard pickup by Oliveira.
Still getting ready opportunities. He's averaging almost 10 yards a carry. He's been long at 9. There's wrong players to big one, but you got to keep giving him opportunities on first and 10.
Oh, I guess they're going to kick a field goal.
By Lorenzo Burns. Third down coming up. Just under 3 minutes to go. 3-minute warning is given. On a good first half, both teams moving the football well. Each with 10 points to show for it. Winnipeg threatening to take the lead again.
We got the 3-minute warning in the CFL, 2-minute warning in American football. Yes, NFL, UFL, now college football has a 2-minute warning. Yeah, years ago, they didn't have a 2-minute warning. I don't know why they decided to have it, but there should be a 1-minute warning. Yeah. So who's going to be at the studio during the halftime show? Is it Kate Burness, Enoch Mwamba, Davis Sanchez, and Milt Stegall? I'm glad Milt Stegall came back. Man, I miss Matt Dunnigan. I don't know why he left. He's no longer part of the team. That was everyone's favorite. Yeah, basically Enoch Mwamba replaced Matt Dunnigan, and I like Enoch Mwamba, but I really don't know why Matt Dunnigan decides not to do it anymore. Hope it would be great if they can bring him back as like a special guest or something. He actually played quarterback at Louisiana Tech a long time ago, and I've actually been to some Louisiana Tech football games. I'm from South Louisiana. Louisiana Tech is in North Louisiana, in Ruston. I went there with some of my brothers. Oh, it's only 3 people? Where's Davis at? You know Davis? He covers both CFL and NFL. That's crazy. He's a football junkie. You know who else is a football junkie? Booger McFarland on ESPN, ABC. He does both college football and the NFL. Who knows? I might become a football junkie as well when American football season begins. All right.
At least with Montreal coming back to tie it a couple of times, but it's 3 in front for the Bombers, looking to take that lead into the dressing room. Still 2:45 to go. Well, the Tour Championship continues tomorrow with second round action. Getting down to the final, let's see, but 30 golfers still in it. Coverage getting underway 11:15 a.m. Eastern, 8:15 a.m. Pacific on TSN Plus. Dominic Taylor still in that elite group in the Tour Championship. Corey Connors as well, the Canadian golf. So you can watch that on TSN Plus. Tomorrow, it's the start of Week 12 in the CFL on TSN tonight. Kind of sentimental, too. Final Thursday night. They break the great graphics out back in the studio. Coming up, James Morgan has a touchdown pass in this game. Was picked off the last time the Alouettes had the ball. He hands off there. That's Stevie Scott. Getting more time at running back. Travis Tyson, the kid returns, and Sean Thomas Erlington, by the way. They initially had 3 on the depth chart, but Thomas Erlington injured and a game-time decision was scratched from the lineup. So look for more Stevie Scott, number 8, in this game as the Alouettes try to establish a running game in this one, too. There's Sean Thomas Erlington, the Montreal native, enjoying his time back home, but out of the lineup tonight, one of several injured Alouettes. 2nd and 9, and off to the right is Charleston. Beyond the 40, Michael Griffin is right on him.
And I like that the clock stops under the 3-minute warning.
Good stop. Kyrie Wilson on the run play.
Yeah, I like that.
And Michael Griffin on the pass play out to the flat. Sometimes more difficult to make that tackle in space, and you think there's a lot of space out there. Griffin's right there to take down Rambo. Good 2 and out. Give the ball back for the Bombers. So the Bombers now need to take all this time away. I used to call this squirrel. They're going to squirrel away all the time to give Montreal no possessions, Rod, but they want to finish with a touchdown.
Heading down about 2 minutes to go until halftime. Plenty of time, especially the way Colares in that offense has been moving the football. They did lose Nick Dembski, who hadn't heard for how long. I think he headed to the dressing room. Still, Winnipeg's offense has had some things going on tonight. There's Craig Apple on the punt return. And nice special teams tackle there by Tyrell Richards. So Colares coming back on. 16 of 18, 166 yards. Another look at the special teams coverage there by Richards, the Alouettes. That's right, too.
Richards is tied in the Canadian Football League. The first was 15 special teams tackles. He's tied with Alexander Duggan. A very, very good special team. They have 2 great special teams players on this football team, both tied first in the Canadian Football League. Richards, a great player out of Syracuse. Drafted a couple of years ago in this organization.
So mentioning Colares, 12 straight completions in 16 of 18. Late first half on the ground. And Oliveira pushing his way up closer to the 35. Oliveira, his 5th carry. He also has 4 receptions for 36 yards.
What the heck is that sound? I don't remember hearing that sound. It's like a siren. I don't remember hearing that sound at the stadium, but okay.
For another Winnipeg first down, still 1:17 on the clock and another 11-yard pickup.
Always like some of these calls, especially when you're facing a defense from Millthorpe that's showing you all different types of pictures, all different types of coverages, people dropping off. Call a nice simple zone read play, your base play that everybody in your system knows. Walk it up, give it to Brady on 2nd and 5. Good hit. The first down, keep the change here.
Across the 45 for Winnipeg. Barely a minute to go. Ticking down to 1 minute left. Here at Molson Stadium. Till halftime. Colares to throw. That is caught. And up across their 50. Going down is Clercius after a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Still lots of time in the final minute for Winnipeg.
2 motions down, goes out. But what you can see is there's a lot of people at the line of scrimmage trying to show a blitz, and then they drop out. But when you drop out from the line of scrimmage, you're going to the voided area. You hit the voided area. Zach Seaton finishes very well.
Rookie Joey Corcoran is in a slot back in place.
No teams have called a timeout yet. That's kind of surprising.
Gets gets an escort out by Jeffrey Cantar.
Yeah, one great thing about watching CFL games, seems like a lot of the games that I've watched, not many penalties. That's the best part. It's like the officials, they let the players play, you know? And it seems like when you watch an American football game, mainly the NFL, it seems like there's a ton of penalties.
Winnipeg, number 69. Illegal contact. Montreal, number 26. Will repeat second down.
And like I would read comments of people complaining about the officiating, the officials, too many damn penalties. It is what it is.
Distance kicker in the CFL currently.
Yep.
He's hit from 63. He's hit from 60 a few times. He's also 6 for 7. Only had one miss outside the 50-yard line, so they certainly have a chance to add some points.
All right, they're probably just gonna try to. All right, they're gonna try to at least get a field goal. That's what I assume they're gonna attempt. They still have some time left to move closer.
You can see again, Montreal trying to show four-man rush, but drop a lot of people out. Hit Brady underneath.
Oh, okay.
Was Joey Corcoran, who went to high school at Selwyn House in Westmount. He's from Montreal. He later transferred, finished prep school in New Hampshire, went to University of New Hampshire, and nearly had himself a catch there.
Joey was a very good receiver at New Hampshire. Talked to the coaches at UNH, place I coached at for a couple of years, and they spoke so highly up. He had a good combine. He didn't test as well as you would like in the CFL combine, but the Bomber coaches love his tenacity. He's able to block around the box, do a lot of things that they want in the run game.
Castillo is ready, 2nd and 10.
Oh, he caught it. Oh, now they're really gonna they're gonna get some points. Dang, he's hurt.
And he is down after a gain of 23 yards.
Work up, go inside the will linebacker. As the will linebacker expands, throw the ball behind it. Nice throw by Zach.
Oh.
Been a tip ball right there, but that is what you have concentration. You throw. Zach throws.
As soon as he caught it, a big hit. Somehow he held on to that ball too after he got hit.
What a catch too under those circumstances, Lapo, when defenders are bearing down, and as you saw, that ball is deflected, and he was still able to hang on, and certainly paid a price for it as he is still sitting down. The Bombers in much easier field goal range for Castillo now with 11 seconds on the clock. Let's have another look at what Jared Stearns was able to do here and concentrate and hang on to the football.
One of the hardest things to do as a receiver is when the ball is tipped, still get your eyes and find it and be able to still look it in your hands. You can see the eyes right there, tracking it into his hands, and then obviously making the catch while you're getting collision. Great play by Jared Stearns.
And it was Arthur Hamlin, the safety for the Alouettes, coming in and applying the hit. There he is, 33. Second receiver injured in this first half for Winnipeg. McDimsky as well. Kate Enoch and Milton. And they'll have a lot of thoughts on this game coming up. Set up what's next, too, in week 12. But Stearns is heading off the field now for his own steam, but looks like an upper body issue around the right shoulder area for him, where he took that contact from Arthur Hamlin after a terrific catch.
11 seconds left here. Now as this clock, so you can see running down.
Zach Collaros has passed for over 200 yards in this first half. So the time it ticked
All right,
down,
they're gonna kick. I assume they're gonna kick a field goal now. 2 seconds left.
Yeah, you know, if they were going to run a football play, they would have been up on the ball. I don't think Montreal would have done anything besides put a bunch of people in the back of the end zone when I held your field goal. But Osh saw the countdown, called timeouts, took the field goal.
So Jamison Sheen will put it down at the Alouette 35 for Sergio Castillo.
This kicker's like the best kicker ever in this league. Man, he can kick them really, really far, too. Oh. Score bug, glitch.
And, good for both offenses, and particularly, though, Zach Flores and the Johnny.
You think something like that would happen in the old days, not today.
Throw those underneath throws and not giving them any deep ball shots, and that's okay. Zach just got to manufacture first downs by throwing the check downs and everything. Hey, in Montreal, they're in a good spot here. Down by 6 points. Right? Brady Oliver is getting the rushing yards.
Yeah, this guy's great.
5 yards, 9.2-yard average. Keep giving it to him. Extra yak yards, screen passes, whatever you need. Keep getting him the ball in the second half.
Solid half for Brady Oliver standing by with Muti.
Brady, a lot of hard yards out there. The Owls defense is really forcing it down the throats. You are 11 carries for 101 yards. Take us into the huddle, and how are you guys attacking that defensive line?
Yeah, we know Montreal always has a strong physical team. They're coached up well. It's going to be a dogfight, man. We're facing a lot of adversity. We faced a lot of adversity this year already, so I trust this group, and we got to come out in the second half and really execute and play our brand of football.
In terms of adversity, you could potentially be without 2 key receivers. How much do you put on your shoulders then to go ahead and keep attacking?
Yeah, I talked to the O-line. It's probably going to have to lean on us, but every single week we feel like we can get that done for this group. The offensive line, we have the best offensive line in the league. They're coached well by Marty, and we feel like in any given week we can take this thing over. So the second half, if we got to do it, we'll do it.
Appreciate you, Brady.
Thank you.
Well, okay, we got a battle on our hands.
I got some cinnamon bread twists for dessert. I've never tried them before, so this will be my first time trying this. They're in the other studio. Normally they're in a different studio. They must be using the other studio for something else.
He's been phenomenal, but so is Zach Clark. We talked about in the pregame here that you needed to see something from this Winnipeg offense. They have been great, and look, a couple of injuries that we hope aren't too serious, but Zach, it starts with him. He's been great.
Zach is not an MOP candidate this year, let's be honest, but he can still play at an MOP type level. And that's exactly what he's done in his first half. He spread the ball around. We've even seen him move around a little bit. That's something we haven't seen him do in some years. I mean, that comes with age. But if he can play at this level, this team can have an opportunity to get back in the hunt to possibly win the West and make it to the Grey Cup. And Paul Lupperly's talked about it. Even more important than Zach is to play a Brady Oliveira. This has to be the guy. This has to be the guy who touches the ball more than anyone on that team besides Zach. But he can do so much because he can do so much with the ball when he gets it in his hands. Once again, Dempsey makes a great catch. Let's hope he's healthy for the second half because this team, struggling-wise, if they don't have Dempsey in the game, if they don't have Stearns in the game. But Montreal's not going to feel sorry for him because they've had a bunch of injuries, but it's just part of it. But as I alluded to, if Zach is playing like that, this team can do some great things.
And on the flip side, James Morgan has been really interesting. I mean, he started off the game very well. I mean, the numbers don't really show much. He's 3 of 7. He's got 51 yards so far. He got the 1 TD, but he's also got the 1 INT. So with the good came the bad, and then they had a little trickery as well, but they need to get it going in the second half.
Yeah, listen, it comes down to the play calling, right, okay? The play calling, I feel like Coach Moss has been a little bit conservative with them.
Man, look at that suit he's wearing.
In terms of the play calling that we saw at the beginning here, we saw a triple move early on to Olive down the field, and he was able to execute and also come down with the ball. That was great. Then you see here a fake reverse, and then you throw it back. That's the same play right there. But then down the road, we saw some shovel plays and a lot of different plays that you wouldn't necessarily see all the time. Right here, play action down there to get the touchdown. Executed at tremendous. You see the confidence from James Morgan as well. But the mistake that they had here that proved costly down that affected as well the field position right there. You have Pearson coming out from the edge. There was a triple team on a defensive tackle, and obviously there was a lot too much pressure on James Morgan, and he was able to throw the interception at home again. But again, it's about the play calling, and we want to see where James Morgan is going to be at. He's got to settle down a little bit more. But he's still got a chance. It's only a 6-point game coming out of the half. I feel like there's a possibility for him to win the game because even with the mistakes, they're still in this game.
And you know what I like too? I mean, I like that he's playing homage too here. You know that that's for Aaron Rodgers and his Green Bay connection, but we'd like to see a little more of that in the second half. You're right. We got a great game. It's only 6 points, as you mentioned. Coming up after the break, we will chat the biggest game of the week. That is the Calgary Stampeders and the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
I'm still here, guys. I'm just sitting back and resting after I eat. All right. Well, good game so far. See what happens in the second half. Halftime, I think it's about 15 minutes. The NFL and UFL halftime is very short. College halftime's about 20 minutes because they have both the marching bands come out on the field to perform in front of the fans. So that's why the halftime, the college halftime is longer. So, yeah. So, this is my time to check my phone, notifications, and all that other stuff. I've been getting a lot of ESPN notifications. I have the ESPN app, and I would get notifications on the leagues that I'm following. I got a notification from Jeff Passan for the MLB. It says veteran reliever Craig Kimbrell is signing with the Houston Astros. A source tells ESPN he'll be joining their big league team. And the Houston Astros are the team that I'm rooting for because they are the closest team. They're actually playing right now. And my father, he has the game on. Apparently that game's on Fox. There's like 2 Fox games tonight on a Thursday night. I guess it's because is Fox hosting a college football Saturday night? Is that why? Yeah. And I know I can watch both at the same time, but I prefer not to do that. Yeah, another notification says lawyer for former World Junior Hockey player acquitted of sexual assault charges says Canadian government won't appeal. Wow, I'm sure I'm going to hear that breaking news on the TSN Sports Center. We got Yankees and Red Sox playing right now. That's also a Fox game. And that's also going to be the Sunday night game on ESPN. I really hope this isn't the final year for ESPN broadcasting Sunday night baseball games because I've always liked the people on there. I like them more than the people on Fox and TBS. And yes, I know we got the Little League World Series. I don't really follow that. I kind of used to when I was younger, but I haven't really watched any of that in years. So I'm sure I'll hear about that. I think that's coming to an end this weekend. Yeah. Former Mets pitcher Paul Blackburn signs with Yankees. Yeah, I do get Yankees news because I really like listening to the Michael Kay show. Michael Kay's the voice of the Yankees. We got a big game on Saturday night. Rough Riders against Stampeders. That's a must-watch game. But I'm actually not going to be available to watch that game. But I think I'll be able to watch the late night replay if they have that on.
Against the Stampeders, so, what are you watching for?
I'm only watching for the pressure that's going to be coming from that defensive line. Last week, they had 6 sacks from 5 different guys. Everybody on that defensive line was eating and allowed the secondary as well to get 2 interceptions. Tavon Campbell, Roland Milligan, those guys are always prepared. They shut that Hamilton offense, dynamic offense, down completely. So you know they got something for analysis as well.
I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. I'm going to talk defense with you also, Enoch, because the Saskatchewan defense has been special. Last 2 games, they haven't given up a touchdown. That's the first time they've done that since 1970. They've been special. They've been averaging beating teams by double digits. So Debo, as we like to call him, Micah Johnson, those boys have been playing, allowing that back end to play well. Yes, Trevor Harris is a story. MOP candidate having the best year of his career. But that defense, if they play like that, they can do something special. It's not going to be easy because we know what VA and that offense is capable of. So as Kate mentioned, this is going to be a great game, and I'm going to put on my Miltradamus hat and say,
okay, is that still the thing I missed one week? I thought that would go away.
It's never going away.
Please tell us,
I
Milt.
predicted 73 points. Total of 73 points for this game.
I love that.
And I know we just talked about defense, so you're like, why are you saying that? But hey, this is great offense playing against each other. VA, MOP candidate, Trevor Harris, MOP candidate.
And I love the confidence the Saskatchewan team is gaining. If you watch the post-game, Trevor Harris was talking about, hey, these Hamilton Tiger cats wanted to come and play against us. Well,
They dismantled them.
You come to play against us. Welcome to the deep waters. This is going to be a showdown for everyone to watch.
You know what would be great too? I mean, the ticket sales too have been fantastic in Calgary. If you're there, I mean, you've got to go to this game. I mean, this is such a critical game too, the season series. By the way, we have some live footage for Straight Fire right now. This
What on earth? Little League football?
Fix the hand up. You good? Go. Oh, no, wait. I'm being told the Alouettes are signing this quarterback.
What the heck?
We will see 97.
Bruh. Oh, and here's the big news from earlier today for college football. Breaking news: SEC announces it will implement a 9-game conference schedule for football beginning in 2026. Yeah, I was listening to the Paul Feinbaum show earlier today. The Paul Feinbaum show is on the SEC network on TV. They mainly talk SEC football. And he was talking to, he had the SEC commissioner on, Greg Sankey. So that's some big news. So it is official. Oh no! I disappeared! I can see my hand! I guess the CFL on radio has a halftime show.
Don't miss it. Tickets at GoOwlsGo.com. Ensuring your business should never be a game.
Yep. Okay, they're in the commercial as well. Alright. Oh, hey, Five Terror. I was wondering if anyone is still here or not. You said, I am definitely not used to the halftime length of these CFL games. Also, you did switch over to Fox while you wait this out. Okay. Which game are you watching? Because there's 2 Fox games at the same time. Obviously, the bigger one is Yankees and Red Sox. Regular season, it's about 5 weeks until that comes to an end. Why, of course, it's the game in the Bronx. Yeah. Because that is Yankees and Red Sox. That's like the #1 rivalry in baseball and probably all of sports. Well, at least in North America or in America. I think it is. I mean, that rivalry has, it's got a crazy history. Who knows? Both of those teams might make the postseason, and they might face each other again. I would like to see that. You know, the postseason's always going to be interesting. I don't know why they're having Thursday night Fox games. They've been doing that for the past couple of years. So are they going to do that for the rest of the regular season? So that means they're going to compete against Thursday night football on Amazon Prime. Speaking of that, speaking of Thursday night football, this is actually the final Thursday night CFL game of the season. Yeah, next Thursday night, there isn't a CFL game. Yeah, I looked at the schedule. There's only 3 CFL games next weekend. 1 on Sunday and 2 on Labor Day Monday. Yeah, they celebrate Labor Day in Canada.
Excitement? What is it? Excitement. I get excited when they let me go out there and throw the ball. You know, it's just something that I've kind of always done throughout my career, and I'm glad they got plays in that allowed me to go out there and do it.
In terms of that, everyone's going to have to contribute tonight to help James Morgan. What was the message in the locker room knowing that has to continue in the second half?
Just focus each play and every play, and then come out here and do what we know how to do. And I think it'll put ourselves in a good position to win.
Appreciate this. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
It is because they have a college football game on Saturday night. Okay. But why have it on Thursday night? Why not Friday night?
on that tackle by Winnipeg. James Morgan, 3 for 7, 51 yards, 1 touchdown.
All right, we're back. Second half underway.
Just as he was being hit.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's. I think he had a good position. He knew where he was going to throw the football. He just got hit as he was going.
All right, they got the ball.
They're in this football game. It's 16-10. You're at home. Continue to run the football. Give him some easy throws. Get the ball to your playmakers and just keep playing good defense like Montreal has. They're forcing. I know the Bombers are staying on the field. They've done a good job staying on the field, but you're in this game. Just you got half of football to go and keep executing.
It's Davis Alexander, their #1 quarterback, who was injured several weeks ago, standing beside Jason Moss. So throwing on that hitch. It is Cole Speaker. He has a catch. He gets it up to the Alouette 32. The Speaker getting involved now on the second down coming up.
And that's what you're talking about. Get the ball in your hands of your playmakers on 1st and 10. A quarterback doesn't have to read anything on this drive. He can just throw to the softness of the defense. Get a couple blocks on the perimeter. Get yourself in the 2nd and short for a good one.
Alouette's second leading receiver, Cole Speaker, with his first catch for 8 yards. It's a 2nd and 2 now. Starting the second half here in Montreal. 16-10. Bombers lead on the ground. It's Tice. Needs 2 yards for the first down. And he gets awfully close to that. Works his way up close to the 34.
This is probably the 3rd time you've seen Montreal in a position where they're in a 2nd and 1 to 2 yards. That's good production for a young quarterback. It's good calls by Jason to make sure that, hey, we're not putting our quarterback in a 2nd and 7 to 10, 2nd and extra situation. Allow him to stay ahead of the sticks.
And it is not enough for a first down. We got a 3rd and short coming up. A couple of feet away. Some heavy artillery coming in now for the Alouettes. Dylan Wynn coming in there with Jesse Gibbon.
Oh, did he make it? He made it. I hope he made it. He did. Okay.
That should be enough for a first down.
Little lunge at the end, I think, got it. Big 240-pound guy. Just keep moving your feet. Going right at Jamar McGloster.
Just across the 34, just shy of the 35. 1st and 10 now for James Morgan and the Alouettes. Morgan from Green Bay, Wisconsin. We talked about that in the first half. quarter last week in Vancouver when Caleb Evans, the third stringer, got injured. Ended up 20 of 33 for 211 yards, a touchdown. And I think throwing here, receiver two to Taylor Hollis. This is his fourth game as a member of the Alouettes and easily his best. And a 45-yard reception from Morgan in the first half, and later a 44-yarder from Stevie.
That's what you're trying to get from a little route concept. This is called the bite route, where you're going to start to run a corner route and then come back to the quarterback. James Morgan uses big arm, throws it on the perimeter. It's a really good throw. And you think about James Morgan, let's talk about this. Like, the hardest part for a young quarterback is they never get any reps. So, you know, it's hard to make these throws when you hardly ever get opportunities to throw the football. You only simulate the passes in the course of practice. Really good by him.
And that's Tice on the carry. And the first down, that had been a pickup of 21, by the way, for Hollins, who's over 100 on the game. And got a second down coming up here after that carry by Travis Tice.
And all the quarterbacks in the Canadian Football League, most coaches are going to have their backup quarterback stand behind the starting quarterback in practice, and they're going to simulate their feet, their eyes, when you do all the plays during practice. You see Davis Alexander's probably doing that now in practice, but that is not game speed. You're back there, you're not getting a pass rush. So young quarterbacks to execute high-level plays.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, round of give him a hand on that. This dude's got his belly sticking out too. Did he make the first down? No, he's short. We're gonna go for it again. A lot of times they would go for it around this part of the field, like a little across midfield. You know. Ah, first down. Replay center used to be called the command center. He stuck the ball out.
Well, he was reaching about the same time his left foot did go out of bounds. But bottom line, at the 45, it is a first down for the Alouettes now. Morgan.
Oh, okay.
When you got number 5 in the vicinity, how many times has Willie Jefferson done that?
You have to have an answer for Willie Jefferson when you're throwing the ball, what's called quick game, early out. You have to engage right now. Either you're going to cut him, or you're going to get his hands down. Cut means going diving at his legs, or you've got to put your hands on, because he is going to see that. He's going to see the quarterback getting ready to throw, and he's going to throw his big paws up and knock that ball.
Another knockdown for the great Willie Jefferson.
You caught it? He did.
Those two guys right there, let's go ahead and watch what they do as you release it. He's going to go up, and it's a one-on-one situation. I'm going to run up, and then I'm going to run to the sideline on the comeback. Nice throw and catch. Hollins is being the favorite receiver, James Morgan tonight.
I'll say 125 yards receiving. No other receivers in double digits.
Ah.
Catch that one, though. Another one of those quick ones to the right, and he reached back for it, but couldn't come down with it. Second down and 10.
Quick screen pass to get out there. But, you know, I get back to this. This is probably the third time I say it. It's simple throws. We have not thrown the ball over them. There's only one throw over the middle of the field this whole game. It's always on the perimeter.
That's cool. They got the Canadian sticker flag. I don't know if that's a sticker. They got the Canadian flag and the Quebec flag. I like that. American football, they always have the American flag on the back of their helmets. Oh,
now.
I guess they'll kick a field goal.
Looks like Maltos Diaz will be coming on to see if they can chip into this Winnipeg lead.
Nice drive here. Put yourself in field goal range. A little bit of zone from the Bombers. Trying to hit the ball in the deep middle. Can't find it. Goes to his checked out. Just misses Tice.
Maltos Diaz. 1 for 1 from 13.
He's great too.
Perfect again.
There we go.
The Alouettes with 3 more on the board. 3-point ball game. Winnipeg still leads.
That was a pretty long drive too. Normally you would see long drives like that in American football because they get 4 downs instead of 3. So 5Taylor, what's the Fox Saturday night college game? Because I have no idea. I know that they're having a game in Ireland at 11 a.m. Central Time. That's an ESPN game. That's clearly the biggest game, the biggest college game this Saturday. I'm probably not going to watch that game. I mean, I might if I remember, but yeah, week 0. I don't know why do they do this week 0 stuff? And it counts. It's not a preseason. This is the regular season. Fresno State, Kansas. Oh, that's a weird matchup. That sounds like a bowl game. And there's a game in Hawaii on CBS. Okay. Hawaii home games, they would come on super late at night on CBS Sports Network. I think, yeah, they used to play in Aloha Stadium, but that stadium's getting renovated or they're going to build a new stadium, so I don't know what's going on with Hawaii football.
Has a right shoulder injury after the hit he took, and there is Stearns, and his night is done as well. So 2 keys for Zach Collaros and the Winnipeg offense are done for the evening. Bomber football still with a 3-point lead. The toss inside there to Peyton Logan. Will be using him more in his debut with Winnipeg. After being hurt in training camp, finally gets to put on the Bomber blue and gold and has himself that pickup on first down.
This is a misdirection play. You pull 2 offensive linemen to get everybody's eyes distracted this way, but then you bring the receiver on the other side, Peyton Logan. This is a misdirection run. Flip it to him. Grady Oliveira's to block. Again, this is just a punt return. Just get your return of the ball in space. Good design for a guy you're going to have to get some touches as this game goes on.
Had some time at running back with Calgary, primarily a kick returner with the Stampeders. And coming over to Winnipeg in free agency. So up at the 45 Polaris. Second down.
Flag. See, we haven't had a flag in a while. That's why this league is fun to watch, you know.
Picking up his 8th sack of the season. As mentioned, the flags coming out before.
A lot of times the officials, they get the calls correct. And you can challenge any play at any time.
It's a little bit off on the cadence.
You can't do that in the NFL or college. I think you can challenge any play at any time in the UFL as well.
Zach can't find any place to throw. He holds the ball. Once he starts holding the ball, pass rush is going to get home.
Sean Lemon got his first shot in there. Then Isaac Adeyemi Berglund finished.
Damn, look at his. Yeah, I've noticed he always has that makeup on his face.
Travis Tice back for the return. Last possession, the Alouettes cut into the lead with a field goal, and they're getting the ball back. Tice now, and he is tackled there by Michael Ayers.
Well, the Blue Bombers already used the timeout. I didn't even notice they already used the timeout. They got 2 timeouts instead of 3 timeouts in Canadian football. Oh, hey, T-Bone, you're still here? You never left? Yeah, your college team is Missouri, right? The Missouri Tigers. And for you, Five Tear, it's the Iowa Hawkeyes, not the Iowa State Cyclones, right? And doesn't Iowa and Iowa State, they always play each other every year? I think they do. I guess my college team is LSU since I live in, South Louisiana. A lot of people watch LSU football, but I'm not a big LSU fan. But I wish them well. I wish them well. And I hope they do well this season, because I don't want them to fire their head coach, Brian Kelly, the former Notre Dame football coach. Isn't that crazy? Notre Dame was in the championship game without Brian Kelly. You were here the entire time, but you were doing your shopping. Shopping online or physically? You were at a store or something?
You're in the football game, you get a great chance to win. Winnipeg's on the road. Not an easy place to win in Montreal.
Oh, what a catch.
Tyler Sneed with a good night continues. He had a touchdown catch after throwing a big pass in the first half. Has a gain of 18.
He's going to break in and then wrap right behind the linebacker. On this dig, ball's thrown inside. He has to leave his feet to make the catch. This is great concentration.
Oh.
Has great control.
It didn't hit the ground.
Completion. A lot of trust between James Morgan and Tyler Sneed.
Stevie Scott is a running back for the Alouettes.
Oh.
He just throws it away. He faked to Scott. He went back. The Bombers had a man in his face and just chose to get rid of it.
Good intelligence as he boots to the wide side of the field, and the free end is there.
Five Tear says, yeah, they play each other on Big Noon Saturday, September 6th. Oh, that's only the second week. Well, technically week 3. No. Well, it's really the third week, but it's week 2. Yeah.
50%, but his play has been eating up now. 121 yards passing. He's looked better here in the second half. A little more confident for his first CFL start.
Up, I think he's out of bounds. Yeah. Third down.
Rambo trying his best to keep this inbounds. Just a little bit outside on the sideline. Okay, he makes the catch, but his left foot is out of bounds.
You were physically shopping
the Bombers trying to get the ball
while
back.
you had the stream on?
Well, that ball is at the 48 of the Alouettes. There's Trey Babel, one of the top returners in his first year of the CFL. Most notably, a few weeks ago in Winnipeg against the Argos when he had a couple of returns for touchdowns. Joseph Zima to find it away for Montreal. Good booming punt. Jason Babel back inside his 10. Coverage there by Richards.
Oh my gosh. Dang.
Excellent coverage down the field by Richards and the Alouettes. Winnipeg football deep in their zone with a 3-point lead in the third quarter.
All right, I'm glad the stream's going well. And this game is a good one as well. What I got for my cinnamon breadsticks. I've never tried this before. I never tried the cinnamon breadsticks, but I tried them. They're really good. I'm going to try it with this. Sweet icing. Shake well. Do not microwave. I'm shaking it. If your sweet tooth is every tooth. Okay, I'll try this here. It'd be weird if I dip my pizza in this. I'm not going to eat all this pizza. I ate half of it, or about half of it. I'll eat the rest tomorrow. I can't open this. Guess I gotta use my teeth. Oh, that worked. Okay. It's like vanilla. Okay, I'll try this here. It's pretty good. It's been a while since I've had something like this. You know, cinnamon rolls. You know, I used to eat those a lot when I was younger.
I think the penalty's going to be here.
65. 10-yard penalty. Will be first down.
To Ellie as he comes across and basically tackles on the neck. But the defensive end can't do that. The extra offensive lineman in playing fullback as he comes across. Sometimes it's harder. Some of those, when you put those old linemen in, you want them to block Rod. You want them to play fullback. They just don't have as many reps of that. But he should be no different than this. He's a guard pulling out a guy and kicking him out. He's just got to get his hands inside. That's what it's going right now.
The backup quarterback, Chris Trevler, is in this game. You see 17 going out to the left for Cavaros here. And a 1st and 20 now. And it is caught by Trevler, but the whistle blows. A flag had come out in the Bomber backfield.
Yeah, there's a reason Chris Trevler is one of the most liked guys in the building in Winnipeg. This is a guy who can do many of things. When I was fortunate enough to work with him, I used to use him on speed sweeps. He'd be in the game. We'd go to Wildcat and hand him the football.
Remember the Grey Cup in 2019, the way he used him.
He was one of the fastest guys. And, certainly now, you can see Stanley Bryant right here, thinking the defensive line moved offsides.
Offside, Montreal, number 91. 5-yard penalty. That remains first down.
So good call by Stanley, stepping back when he felt.
Did I ask you any questions? Yeah. The Missouri Tigers, that's the college football team you follow, right? Yeah, Missouri Tigers. LSU Tigers. Oh boy. Why is there so many Tigers teams? At least Hamilton, they're called the Tiger Cats, not just Tigers.
On that first down, Larry did with the penalty, and then that was a 1st and 5. He got about 3 or 4 yards of that. 2nd and long coming up.
Yeah, Players gets hit here. trying to find some downfield throws. He gets moved outside because Big Old Brent's on his way in to make the play on him. Great catch by Brady. Concentration, finding the ball in the air, and still making people miss. Now the Bombers, they're 10 of 15 on second down conversion, 67%. That's excellent versus this really good defense in Montreal. It's tough to overcome this 2nd and 12 here.
Second down. And short underneath again. Oliveira looking through the grass, puts his head down, gets it up across the 35, and nowhere near enough for a first down. Third down coming up, and Winnipeg will have to punt.
A lot of these checkdowns, but the one thing the Bombers aren't doing is the Bombers aren't turning it over. The most giveaways in the Canadian Football League this season, 28 of them. Continuing to get checkdowns, do what they can, keep playing defense, make sure they finish every drive with the kick.
Yeah, the Missouri Tigers are the college football team that you follow. I also obviously remember the Detroit Tigers too. Yeah. That's like the only Tigers team that isn't for football. Then they got the Detroit Lions. Yeah, both the Detroit Tigers and the Lions are great teams. Those two teams, they were both pretty bad before they got great again. Well, yeah, why is there so many Tiger teams in college football or sports? LSU Tigers, Missouri Tigers, Auburn Tigers, Clemson Tigers. It's crazy. 3 Tiger teams in the same conference. What is with these Tigers, man? Well, LSU, they're going to be facing another Tigers team. You got the Tigers against the Tigers. Oh boy, that's a must-watch games. What about the Detroit Red Wings and the Pistons? I don't know if those two teams are great teams. Although they love hockey. They love hockey in Detroit. That was a fast commercial.
Going to be inside the middle of Winnipeg's defense. It was so interesting this week. He was extolling all of the advice that he got from Adam Bighill. Adam Bighill is no longer a Bomber. This is Tony Jones' defense now. Speaking to defensive coordinator Jordan Younger, as I was before the game, he talked about Jones playing with his hair on fire. This constant sense that he wants to get to the ball first and go ahead and attack every single gap. And Younger said maybe cerebrally that puts a lot on the Will and Sam linebacker beside him. But the one thing Younger said to Jones before he really got this job was, you can't go ahead and worry about all the details. Play as we trust you. A lot of teams are going to have a lot of tape on you. We're not expecting you to win a football game on your own. We're expecting all the effort, and that's what the Bombers are getting.
He had a lot of praise for Adam Bighill, Matthew, but yeah, it can't be easy. He's trying to fill issues. And doing so admirably this season, their leading tackler, you see not much there for Travis Tice, the ball carrier, but for Jones, 6 tackles tonight. He had 11 last week, Lapo, and yeah, coming over after being let go by the Edmonton Elks last year.
Well, he had no better training. Spending 3 years with Adam Bighill in Winnipeg myself, you would walk by the meeting room, and it's not always the coaches talking. You hear Adam Bighill speaking to the defense. So he had a great person. He spoke highly about it. I tried to pick his brain as much as I could. But Adam Bighill is a coach on the field. He's a coach in the meeting rooms. So to have a guy, a Hall of Famer, who loves to teach and communicate, it's helped his game.
2nd and 7 now after the 3-yard gain by Tice. Morgan is through.
There we go.
Favorite target. That's Sneed. Fair catch for Tyler Sneed. He's a favorite target. Alex Hollins has really carried the load tonight, but Sneed coming up with his 4th catch.
Nice protection. Be able to take his drop, Just find Snead on the curl route coming back to the ball.
All right, I'm going to turn off the AC.
First down, you can just see
I'm
the
cooled off
strength
now.
of James. And, the understanding where he's going with that football. There's no hesitation where he's going with the football.
Snead has their touchdown. I mentioned Holland's number 15 has 125 yards receiving. His play-action pass coming out here from Morgan.
Oh.
All intended there for Cole Speaker, who was hit right away. Cam Allen in there and hits him, and it comes out. It's incomplete. Second down.
Cam Allen's the reason this is an incomplete pass. The deep crossing route. Allen's there right as the ball gets there, and he's able to deliver a blow. You can see his right hand knocks his ball down. So great play from him coming from a free safety spot downhill to make a play.
Now, 1 minute left in the third quarter already.
Part of that Bomber secondary.
Not much happened in this quarter. Still a close game. Still anyone's game. They got cheerleaders.
And it falls incomplete. It's third down coming up.
Tough throw to the wide side of the field. Trying to figure out where it was. Didn't have a good angle.
Yeah, I would love to go to a game in the future. I've never been to Canada. But I'm sure I would have a good time. I'm not going to go to Canada in the winter. No, thank you. Way too cold there, and it snows a lot.
The new returner for the Bombers, Peyton Logan, is back this time. We've seen Vavel earlier as well.
And I'm sure the weather is nice up there now.
In his debut for Winnipeg.
Where I lived, still hot. 95 degrees Fahrenheit. They use Celsius.
Well, both Tyrell and Alexander are leading the CFL in special teams tackles. I said before, well, Alexander doesn't want Tyrell to get ahead of him. This is a great rundown, make the tackle. 15 special teams tackles to start this game, tied for first in the CFL with his team.
By the way, you saw Peyton Logan wearing number 4. A funny sight when you talk about Adam Dickey all those years wearing that jersey number 1. There's Byron Archibald, the special teams coordinator.
Returning punts today.
All right, last play of the third quarter. Oh.
Getting it up to the 45. A gain of 16 for Oliveira has really been running hard tonight. A time when they certainly do need him to with the injuries to the receiving corps. Trying to hang on to their leads. They do, but the Alouettes got it closer. Only 3 points in that third. 16.
Ba, 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 ba. I like the CFL on TSN theme. All right. Five Taylor says, sometimes I just cannot handle these close games, but you're sticking through it. Oh, because you're afraid that, because it's your favorite team in it, and something might happen at the very end, like before. Especially when they played against Calgary, that was some ending. Yep. Hey, we got 3 people watching. Who's the third person? What if the third person is Eric? Now that would be weird. Oh, it just went back down to 2. Who's the third man? Who's the third man? Like Hulk Hogan. Yep. It's hard to do his voice.
In the second half so far, Lapo.
Travis Tice, running back from Montreal, has only got 32 yards, so I think that's a real positive for the Bombers. Hey, we're going to make sure we stop the run with a young quarterback, force him to throw the
By the way,
They've done a good job of that.
Eric Super Magnificent released a video. I don't know if y'all got the notification on that.
I guess we both do. I didn't put as much actually my cheeks look really red. There's still a voice right there.
Well, makeup. Where's your makeup?
Yeah, there you go. Well, but you know what? You are the warrior of the weekend.
The warrior. The ultimate warrior.
3 games this week.
Jeez. Now he looks like a warrior with that. Yeah. With that face paint. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I noticed they go the other way now. After a quarter ends, they go the other way. They do the same thing with other football leagues.
Look at those guys.
What if that was a real image?
Taking on the John Candy role there. He's one of my favorites and a former, owner of the Toronto Argonauts. That's beautiful. So, yeah, that's it's a busy weekend. Not a holiday weekend, but a busy one for you. That holiday is coming up next week. Labor Day. In Lapo. Planes, trains. You know what? I took the train here.
You did? And I did. And I drove
You
here.
drove. So we were missing the plane part of this, which we normally have.
I'll do that on Saturday.
There you go. So short. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Terry Wilson was on, and they do have the first down. Winnipeg does, right at midfield now. Trying to improve to 6-4. And that ultra-competitive West with a big one coming up on Saturday, too. And you got Saskatchewan at 8-1, taking on the 6-3 Calgary Stampeders. The only game Saskatchewan lost this season was to Calgary. And if Winnipeg can hang on for the win, regardless, next week is the Labor Day Classic in Regina, followed by the Banjo Bowl. Big back-to-back game for the Bombers and the Riders. Next couple of weeks. That one's complete to Dylan Mitchell. Tackled there by Hamlin. Mitchell just recently added to the receiving core of the Bombers. He's been a healthy scratch for the first 6 weeks.
Watch him chase across the field. This is harder than it looks. He knows it's going to pick the ball's going to go across. Going to be thrown or handed off. Thrown on the outside. Runs it down, makes the play for a negative yard. Well, gain of 1. So really good stop by Hamlin, chasing across the field.
This is the 4th game in for Dylan Mitchell, who had been with the Edmonton Elks. Signed on in the offseason and finally playing for the Bombers in his first touch of the night. It's a 3-man rush. Setting up a screen to Oliveira. Tries to turn it up and coming back and pushing him and knocking him down. Although forward was Sean Lemon. Ends up being another good game by Oliveira. And close
I
to
guess they're going to punt it away.
Very close to giving them a short yardage play. You got to be patient on these tailback screens. A 2 count. Tell the tailback, wait for 2 count, then follow your lineman. You're going to have a kick-out player. There's Kolonowski. It's a kick-out, and then you get north-south right off that kickoff. Put them in a short yardage situation. And very interesting thing here, Terry Wilson doing these quarterback sneaks. His Strugglers playing wide receiver right now. So very, very interesting to see Strugglers out there in all their 5 receiver packages. The versatility is excellent for Chris Struggler.
They're going for it. Unless if they're going to draw them off sides. Nope. Wow.
He pulls the Alouettes instead of firing it straight up. He goes way left, and Tyrese Beverett ends up chasing him down, but 16 yards of that short yardage play for Terry Wilson.
This is why you have all these extra players here, because sometimes you have an off-tackle wedge, but if you can see that there's nobody there, you have the ability to bounce it outside. That's why everybody started playing with everybody condensed inside, because you have athletic quarterbacks who can flip the field and go on the outside. That was a Chris Strebler thing all the time. He had speed, get around. Wilson taking it right out of his playbook. Jason Hogan, good scheme there.
Down to the 30, the Alouettes. 3-point lead. Bombers in scoring position again. Zach Collaros, 24-27 on the night. Taking a handoff. Pressure coming. Wesley Sutton nearly got to him. As Collaros ends it was Kevin's Clarcius, but incomplete second down.
Sometimes I think if you watch here, you're trying to see what this end's going to do. So Zach's trying to read it. Is this a handoff? You know, I don't know if he's going to have a lot of time here. You got Sutton chasing you down from the backside. Sean Lemon kind of playing wide enough that he could have handed that football off. And then Sutton chases him down. Good throwaway by him. Zach Larson.
See Streffler. One end wide to the right to back up the quarterback. Used as a receiver at this point with the injury they have. Second down quickly. And it's Mitchell. Has the catch and has the first down too.
Oh boy.
He gets it down to around the 10 for Winnipeg.
He'll be on the outcut with a clear out, but watch this. Pressure off the edge. Brady Oliver picks it up. Mitchell's out in the flat. That shows up because Brady makes the block. Zach trusts the block is going to be made on the perimeter. Because like I said, this Montreal team's bringing pressure from all different spots. Brady makes the protection. Zach trusts it, throws it out to Mitchell. But there's nobody there because there's zone blitzing.
Just his second catch of the night, a much bigger one than the previous one this drive that only went for a yard. It's inside the 10. It's a first and goal Winnipeg.
Mitchell had 5 catches coming into this game, only 29 yards in 2 games he's been on the roster.
Oliveira inside the 5, down to the 2. Brady Oliveira keeps racking up the yardage. 7 more for Oliveira as they are very close to second and goal coming up.
This is a quarterback, not a fullback.
That siren again.
The backside edge blocker as he goes across and blocks Sean Lemon, keeps his feet and going. So
Sounds like some type of old school video game sound effect or something like that.
shows the versatility of Strubber.
Something the Bombers have had.
Hey, hear that siren? I don't remember hearing that at all until tonight. Huh. All right, they gotta stop them. They can't score a touchdown. Ah, he made it.
For the Winnipeg touchdown. Great second effort for a running back that would not be denied. Brady Oliveira.
That's silenced the crowd.
We talked about Travis.
That means they're up by 2 scores now.
Brady Oliveira is very good at it too. He's got second effort here. Bumps in right at the start. 2 people trying to get a touch of him. Can't get a piece of him. Keeps his leg drive. Keeps the low center of gravity in for the touchdown.
That was Dylan Wynn that got in and it stopped him, but he bounced off that. He kept going. And now, by the way, Oliveira's over 100 yards rushing.
Wait, what the heck? They just put 28 on Winnipeg. Who's in charge of the score bug? Another glitch.
To make it Winnipeg 23, Montreal 13.
And the clock ticks on the extra point, unlike American football.
Had a lot of say in that. Capping it off. Spiked by Patrick Neufeld.
You did not expect that? Yeah, right. I sort of did. All right. See what happens. So yeah, I'll try to record the next episode of KSN. Have that released tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hopefully. I'll see what I can do. It's probably going to be a shorter episode. Anyways, so yeah. So I don't know when I'll do another live stream. Haven't really thought of that yet. I might do it once a month or something like that. I did one in May, June, July, and now this one in August. So, but yeah, I did say earlier that I would like to, in the future, I would like to live stream on a Saturday, because that's always a big day for sports, all day and all evening. Maybe I'll watch maybe 2 or 3 things at the same time, whichever ones I find interesting.
Scribbler getting in, blocking the backside in. Let's go. Let's go play football on the inside. Davis Alexander loves it. See the quarterback doing extra work. Brady making people miss. Low center of gravity, bouncing off guys for the touchdown. Great effort play by Brady Oliveira. Great drive by the Winnipeg offense.
It's like Alexander saying, is this what quarterbacks are expected to do now? Multi-purpose.
I think they need to get at least a field goal so they can
That time, right at the 25.
make this a one-score game.
Down 10 points, approaching the midway point of the fourth quarter. Here comes James Morgan, 9 of 20 for 132. And the touchdown pass, 1 intercepted.
Easy opportunity just to get, all you need here is you got to get a drive going with at least 3 points here. There's plenty of time left to get 10 points on the game. Don't have to do anything crazy here. Just get a drive going, get a couple first downs, put yourself in field goal range.
Well, they have had a couple of big plays to Alex Hollins. He threw one 45-yarder back in the first quarter. Travis Sneed also threw one to Hollins. Touchdown drive, bouncing off his Sneed. Bounced off the would-be defender there, and he picks up another couple of yards on that first down play.
3 steps, quarterback's friend. The outside receiver comes in immediately. Usually the field corner, the widest corner to the wide side of the field, plays with a lot of depth. It gives you that throw for a 7-yard gain. Nice catch by Sneed before home delivers a blow.
2nd and 3. James Morgan with time.
There we go.
Works it up close to the Alouette 50 and a first down, Montreal.
A little bit of a pick play. He's going to come across the field. Quarterback's looking over on this side, and then that's the guy on the other side. So as you look, he's looking to his left, can't find it, and then all of a sudden the next player in your progression shows up. Quickly by James Morgan. Good job looking at that picture.
And they work quickly there. He throws it. It's a little low on Sneed on that play. So
trying to go tempo, I guess, to give him quick, easy pictures. Puts them in a 2nd and long. Haven't had a lot of 2nd and longs in this game. They've called a good game to keep them manageable down distances.
the 4th quarterback to be used by the Alouettes this season after injuries to Davis Alexander, McLeod Bethel-Thompson, and then just last week to Caleb Evans, who was getting his first start. Morgan came on. Morgan gets his first start. Completes that one to Cole Speaker near midfield. Not enough for a first down.
Oh.
They get a 3rd down.
Are they going to punt?
The Alouettes after they pick up 6 yards.
6-yard gain on 2nd and 10. Keeps everybody in front.
What are they going to
Trying to
do?
get yourself to a 3rd and medium.
Well, the 3rd and medium, maybe 4 yards. The offense has stayed on the field. Morgan is still there.
I guess they're going to go
So
for it.
looks like they're thinking of going for this here at midfield.
No, I probably would punt. I don't know. That's actually kind of a tough decision because of the time. You got 6 minutes left. Oh, they're really going for it. All right. Oh, man.
Line of scrimmage, and the Alouettes have turned over the ball.
Well, that sucks.
Second time in this game, a turnover on downs. Willie Jefferson getting in the Alouettes.
Now that's not good.
He gets those hands up.
They Blue Bombers get the ball back.
On 3rd down, Jefferson.
Now they can't let them score. Not even a field goal.
Good shape with a 10-point lead. 6:03 on the clock.
Well, maybe they. I don't know, man.
Locked in a stare.
It's not over. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's still some time left, but if they score a touchdown again, then I think it's over. I did mention earlier that this is more of a must-win for the Blue Bombers because they're in the West Division and they're in third place behind the Calgary Stampeders and the Saskatchewan Roughriders. And those two teams will meet on Saturday evening. So that's a must-watch game. Roughriders' only loss was against the Stampeders in Regina, Saskatchewan. So this time it's going to be in Calgary. So that's going to be an interesting game. And I also said that I'm not going to be available to watch that game live because I'm planning to meet up with some friends. But I think TSN is going to show the late night replay, and I usually stay up late anyways, so if they show the late night replay, then I'll watch that. So I'm going to try not to get spoiled.
Countless times he has knocked it down. He's done it twice tonight, Lapo, including that one that forced a turnover on down.
Somebody have to have a game plan.
I probably would have punt just to be safe, but they didn't.
Pass rusher anymore, but he is the most pass knocked down in CFL history, getting close to that. And obviously those are two defensive backs, Eddie Davis, Adrian Smith, so it's a defensive lineman, the most of the defensive linemen in history.
Adrian Smith, DeAndre's dad, by the way. Career with the Argos, the Willie Jefferson, a great career, 17th time in his career with multiple knockdowns in a game. Started with Edmonton, won a Grey Cup 10 years ago with Edmonton, moved to Saskatchewan and had some great years flourishing with Winnipeg. And speaking of flourishing, on the night,
So I'll tilt my webcam so you guys can see me.
his 20th touch of the night, and
I'm now sort of done eating for now. So I can sit back and, oh, well, you still can't see me. You can't see me? I'm John Cena. Yeah.
It's a second down and short, so Strappler has been playing slot back. Hit it quarterback. Motion Peyton Logan.
Hey, delay a game. Or time violation, as what they would call that.
The sideline and Calero's coming back in. Flag coming up.
I'm not sure if they got a timeout in time. It looks like it was a time count. Clock was at 0 when I looked up. They're trying to do a multiple play where they're moving people in motion, trying to get them to jump. I think they ran out of time.
What is this music playing? Not too late.
That first movement was a fake, and then they're trying to get back to right.
Time count violation. Winnipeg, number 17. 5-yard penalty. It remains second down.
So not enough time to be able to fake the play and then try to get to your next play, their second tempo play.
Y'all still can't see me.
So the quarterback goes back to slot back, and Caleros comes back on. Strappler, by the way, has started 2 games for the Bombers at QB this year and 1 goal at the opener. So they've been week 2 against BC, and then a few weeks ago in the rematch against the Argos.
Well, when I first came into the Canadian Football League, you weren't allowed to do this. Your quarterback couldn't go into the game as a receiver because people load rosters with receivers at quarterback spots.
Second down play, caught by Corsius. Big Kevin's
Oh,
Corsius.
did he? No, he's short. He is short.
Burns there. Big target is the Canadian, the Montreal kid Corsius gets close to a first down.
Nice throw out on the sideline. Good shoulder, pad level down. Makes a good hit on Lorenzo Burns. Forces the other QB sneak situation again.
So Terry Wilson comes back in. Strappler normally handles the short yardage, but with them taking on a different
Uh-oh. 3rd and 1. They're going to go for it. Okay, can they stop him? Nope. Live Taylor says, just so you know, in the future, who is supposed to be the Alouettes quarterback? Are we talking about tonight's game or their next game? Well, the quarterback that got injured is Alexander, right? They were showing him on the sidelines next to the coach. I think he's wearing like a white shirt. But yeah, when he was playing, they were a much better team with him. Ever since he got injured, haven't been the same. It's a totally different team, it seems like. I wonder is Chad Kelly even going to play this year for the Argonauts? Because their season's about over. The defending Grey Cup champions have the worst win-loss record. When's the last time that happened? I find that kind of surprising. They have the worst record. They only have, what, 2 wins? Yeah, they're in last place. I remember Chad Kelly. He used to play at Ole Miss, quarterback. It's about 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, Ole Miss beat Alabama back-to-back years. Man, that's something. Oh, it says 4 different starting quarterbacks this season. Most since 2018? Wow. I have no clue. Who is the best behind Alexander? Oh, 3-minute warning. We're running out of time.
This is more the Oliveira that we have come to know in the last few years when he has led the Canadian Football League in rushing.
And against one of the best run defenses in Canadian Football League. Coming into this game.
Hey, CC. Surprise, you tuned in. How you doing? Pizza and Dr. Pepper, yes. That's what I got from Domino's Pizza. What is the CFL? It stands for Canadian Football League. Yeah, they have their own football league in Canada. And it's similar to American football, but they have some different rules. And some of the rules are different. It makes the game different. And I am a big CFL fan. It's actually my #1 favorite sports league. And I know that sounds weird because I live nowhere near Canada, but I have access to the games. So I started watching some games a couple years ago, and the more I watched, the more I liked it. And I love watching it. I try to watch every game live. I saw your comment. You asked me if I think Ohio State's going to win it again. That's a good question. That you know they play Texas in the first game. That's like the biggest game of the season is like the first game. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, apparently Texas is #1. We'll see how they do with quarterback Arch Manning, the grandson of Archie Manning. They're going to kick a field goal. I hope they block the field goal or something. I know, like, see how the clock is ticking?
Seems like a chip shot for the way he's been putting them through. Got that one miss that led to a touchdown for the Redblacks last week from 57. Made up for that with a winning field goal. He's had one from 63. He's in from 60.
He made it real easily. Now the Alouettes need to score 2 touchdowns. What if they do? And they win by 1 point? That'll be a crazy comeback. That'll be crazy if they somehow come back and win by 1 point. Canada plays American football? Well, it's not called American football. It's they call it Canadian football. That's what the C stands for. It's not the same as American football, but similar. You're going to try and watch this Saturday's NASCAR race live? Oh, is that in the afternoon or in the evening? Usually NASCAR Saturday races are during the evening. Who's your favorite NASCAR driver? There's some NASCAR drivers that I liked 10 years ago that are still in it, such as Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. I think they're still in today's NASCAR. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a lot of my other favorites, they're retired. So I kind of stopped watching or following it. Hey, TSN, they have the rights to hosting NASCAR coverage.
It really is Davis Alexander's team, and he has been with Morgan, talking to him after every
I hope he recovers. I hope he gets a speedy recovery.
Compression sleeve on his left leg. He is moving quite energized out there, guys. He did throw some pregame, and speaking to Alexander, he says at this point, expect to return in September.
And Matthew, you can just tell that youthful energy.
All right, they need a touchdown. Don't fumble the ball. Okay.
Best starts for a quarterback in CFL history. And when he does get in again, he'll have a chance to stand alone, looking for his.
You don't have a way to. CC says I don't have a way to watch the game of Ohio State though. Sadly. The game is on Fox. It's on local Fox.
160 yards for the native of Green Bay.
One of the most important things, Rod, is
a lot of their games are going to be on Fox anyways.
The starting quarterback all the way down to
Big Ten.
Fourth string quarterback. That they have a great relationship. They help each other. They grow and put themselves in a position where they're teachers of each other.
Morgan to the right, underneath, and Steve with it, trying to fight his way up.
Thankfully, the clock stops for a bit, unlike the NFL. Clock would keep ticking. I don't like that. Under the 2-minute warning. College football, they'll stop the clock when they get when a team gets a first down, so they can move the chains.
Coach, offensive coordinator. Those are some of the best meetings that I miss from the Canadian Football League.
It's a nice catch by Travis Tice-Lapo as he got a little turned around, reaches back.
And in those rooms right now, you've got Jason Moss, Anthony Calvillo, Clef Bethel-Thompson, James Morgan, Davis Alexander. You've got a lot of guys there who can help each other and go through. These are the processes that help me as a quarterback. So James Morgan's in a great spot with this crew to be able to have a great unit in the quarterback.
3rd and 1 out of shotgun, handing off.
Okay, good. I was going to say, if they couldn't make that would have been sad. All right, it's not over yet. What team am I rooting for in Canada?
This week in interviews, 75 out of 82 players.
I'm wearing a shirt. Montreal Alouettes. They're playing right now, and they're losing 26-13 with 1 minute 50 seconds left. They're taking on 5 Tayer's favorite team, Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and that is the main reason
playing, let alone starting a game.
Why I decided to do a live stream of me watching this game.
Well, and I think it's really important that you ask those guys' opinions. I know I always, with our fourth string, those guys had to fill out the same sheets as starter, the top three.
Live Tear says Castillo is almost the opposite of the 49ers kicker. What? The 49ers kicker's not good?
Backups and your fourth string guys.
Completes that pass for a first down to Tyler Steve.
Unfortunately, I have to copyright. This song is copyrighted. I hope I don't get a copyright claim. Cliche.
So that's enough for a first down for Steve.
I don't know, why did they just show that?
And cutting underneath him was Babel. And Rambo can't.
Live Tear, unfortunately, I have to tell you this. The other day on the radio,
Not sure whether he was trying to take the deeper one and he just was
someone said that the 49ers might come in last place in the NFC West division. That someone said he thinks the Seattle Seahawks are going to get better, the Arizona Cardinals are going to get better, the LA Rams are still going to be a pretty good team. The team that gave the Eagles a good fight in Philly in the snow game. Well, we'll see what happens. But can you imagine your favorite team is in the Grey Cup at their stadium and your favorite NFL team in the Super Bowl at their stadium? If that really happens, that's like a dream come true for you.
James Morgan's time in the NFL has helped him with that. But that's what Jason said. From the day he showed up, this was a guy who was prepared. He works very hard.
Oh, this is it. This could be the ball game.
Well, it's third down now. Time's running out of the Alouettes. Jefferson coming in.
Okay. It's not over yet. They're throwing these short passes. They got to throw it deep now. I mean, they're taking a little too much time, in my opinion. There we go. Oh, that's it. Oh, now this game's over. 3 turnovers. Dang, man, another home loss. Another home loss for the Alouettes. Oh, well. I did say this was more of a must-win for the Blue Bombers.
Just in time. Babel does. Takes it the highest point for the interception.
So if we give this to the Bombers, we can look to improve to 6-4.
I still think the Alouettes will make the playoffs.
2 weeks in the Labor Day Classic and the Banjo Bowl, and for James Morgan, not enough on this night.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll make the playoffs. There's 9 teams, and 6 of them make the playoffs, right? Yeah, 6 out of the 9 teams make the playoffs. Instead of 4. It's not like the UFL where only half the teams are in it.
Barely a minute to go, and he racks up another 10 yards. That is stats right there. That's next week. Or this week, the rest, tomorrow. Elks and the Red Blacks in Ottawa. Lions and Argos. Lapo, you're not going to be there. You're going to be in Ottawa as well. You're a machine this week. Paul Lapolis, keep that face paint on.
Wait, he's going to announce the next 2 games? Dang. Paul Lapolis is the MVP this week.
Saskatchewan Roughriders on top of the CFL at 8-1. And Winnipeg will be thinking about
Saturday evening, that's the biggest one.
Winnipeg got hot a year ago after a sluggish start. Brady Oliveira was a big part of that. And that carry puts Brady Oliveira over 200 total yards.
Man, all of a sudden I'm getting a lot of messages in the chat. I'm not used to this in this channel.
20 rushing on the evening. Like I said, against the second best defense in the Canadian Football League against a run, they're only giving
T-Bone
up
says,
80
my
yards.
favorite NASCAR driver was Richard Petty. Oh, so you watch old races?
I'm thinking about that last one.
Is he still alive? Because he's getting old. Richard Petty's getting old. Richard Petty, he's like the Hulk Hogan of NASCAR.
Been very, the last couple of weeks, really good for Trey Babel. Keep bringing new players into the organization.
CC says NASCAR is the 7:30 p.m. I think. And I like Denny Hamlin and Chase Elliott. Okay, I've heard of Chase Elliott. Chase! Kyle Busch is awesome too, but I don't really root for him too much anymore. And he has a brother named Kurt Busch. I think Kurt is retired. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Kyle Busch, he always drives that M&M's car. Does he still drive the M&M's car? That's what he's well known for. M&M's. Sometimes Skittles. I'm Team Skittles. I like M&M's too, but I always like Skittles more. Five Player says he's pretty bad. Dang. Well, if you have a bad kicker, in the NFL nowadays, they usually kick you off the team. 49ers have the easiest schedule in the NFL, though, so you don't know. Oh, do they really? Huh. We'll have to see.
Sub 500, and then they went on a tear. They need to do that again. They ran the table.
I'll say this, I was actually rooting for them in the Super Bowl. Only because
that was a big addition.
Their quarterback, Brock Purdy, the last pick of the draft. And he goes to the Super Bowl? That's why I rooted for them. They call it Mr. Irrelevant. The last pick of the NFL draft, you're known as Mr. Irrelevant.
He expects the attitude, he expects the method to be the same, and that part is...
Yeah, I kind of wish they won that Super Bowl. I also wish the Cincinnati Bengals won that Super Bowl a couple years ago because Joe Burrow, the quarterback, used to play. He played at LSU. Yeah, he went from a Bayou Bengal to a Cincinnati Bengal. Plus, the Bengals have never won a Super Bowl. Yeah, his second season in the NFL, he goes to the Super Bowl. Like, that's unusual, you know? Yeah, you have to kneel down 3 times because the clock stops. Referee puts the ball down, and the clock resumes, and then kneel down again. Plus, they always, when the game clock's at 0 seconds, that means it's the last play of the game. See? It says 0, and now that's the ball game. Notice the referee always waves his flag, meaning the game is over.
First meeting of the season between the Bombers and the Alouettes ends up being decisive. First start for James Morgan. Had a couple of plays to remember, but overall, it was a 13-point defeat.
Bombers didn't turn the ball over, got a couple of takeaways.
CC says, do I think the Bengals will play well? They did a few years ago. Yeah, last year they didn't play too well. I hope they get better. Actually, that's going to be a tough division. The Baltimore Ravens, they're going to be a great team. The biggest story to me is the Pittsburgh Steelers because they have Aaron Rodgers, the oldest quarterback right now. Most likely, it's going to be his final season. So I hope he does well. I don't know, in my opinion, Aaron Rodgers, he should have been a Packers for life. It's like I knew when he went to the Jets, the New York Jets, wasn't going to go well. Especially after that Achilles injury he suffered. You're out for the rest of the season? Like, all that hype just to get injured? That's unfortunate.
Winnipeg and Montreal riding similar records. Right. The Bombers 5-4, Owls 5-5, but Montreal, of course, a series.
Five Tear says, I could not have predicted that the team with the worst turnover ratio in the league would have none. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, it wasn't like their last loss. They had what, like 6 turnovers or something like that? That's crazy.
As Lindsay mentioned, injuries to their top 3 quarterbacks. James Morgan getting the nod under center for the Owls. Comes out firing in the first, launches this one 45
CC says, wow, 6 out of the 9 is crazy. Yeah, for real.
Then in the second, Owls now down 10-3. Morgan pitches to wide receiver Tyler Snead.
T-Bone says, yeah, and Richard Petty did the voice up for the King from Cars. Wait, really? Wait, who is the King? I forgot. Who is the King from Cars? I'll have to look that up. Oh, I was just mentioning Aaron Rodgers. Oh, what? They have a picture together. CC says, yeah, Kurt retired. And no, Kyle doesn't. Okay. T-Bone says, yeah, he did do the voice for the King. Let me look up that right now. The King.
He did not return. So let's get back to pregame real quick here. Check out this fan. Sign asking Brady Oliveira to sign her jersey. Oliveira spots her. She can't believe it. Oh my God, Brady can see me. Oh my God, he's getting closer. It's a big moment. Signs the jersey. She gets the picture, and that is obviously her new player hand. Also showed out in this one. Brady did late third quarter. Bombers are up 3, 16-yard run. Later in the frame.
Oh. Oh, okay. I just looked it up. This King. Okay, I thought this car's name is something else. That's why I'm like, wait, who is the King? So he did the voice of him? This character? Strip the King Weathers. Oh. Dynaco. I do remember that. I do remember that name.
James Morgan, the 4th quarterback.
Number 43, is that Richard Petty's number too?
Thompson and Caleb Evans. You saw Davis Alexander on the sidelines tonight. He was looking mobile. Matthew Shinetti saying that he expects he will be back sometime in
Piston Cup, yeah, I remember that name. Oh, you know who else was in the Cars? Bob Costas, the announcer. Yeah, Bob Costas was one of the voices for Cars.
Alongside Enoch Mwamba, Milt Stiegel, and that was the Brady Oliveira we were waiting for all season long. Don't be wrong, he had a really nice game against Toronto when he had 82 yards rushing, but this one, 137 on the ground, 210 all-purpose. And as I said, that's the Brady-O we've been waiting for.
Yes, we had to wait till week 12 to finally see Brady-O play some Brady Oliveira football, and it was amazing to watch. He just injected this offense with some swag, and he adds a flair and a toughness to an offense that it's amazing.
Excuse me for a moment. I don't know why my underarm is sweating. My armpit. Why does my armpit sweat sometimes, even if I'm not hot? So weird. What if I took off my shirt, like I did in that one episode of KSN? I'm going to take off my shirt like John Cena, the way he takes off his shirt.
Did not help, so he did what he needed to do tonight. And this has been an unusual year for Brady, but this is the Brady we know.
Yes, and with that utilizing,
I'm reading some of this of the King.
It can be potent. And we saw this in the first half in some games, but for some reason the second half in those games, they wouldn't use it. That wasn't the case for this game. They came out and they used it the entire game. We saw Zach have the good first half, but this entire game was about Brady. Look at those stats right there. He led the team in receiving and rushing. Is that going to happen every game? I don't think so, but he should at least try to get at least 20 touches each and every game, because when he gets the ball in his hand, a defensive back or smaller.
What's that sound? Oh, that's the ice maker.
Gotta be healthy
I did mention that in the last episode. If you were watching, like I'm like, wait, what is that sound? Is that my laptop making the sound? Now I thought it was my TV that made that sound.
Montreal's run defense has been good, so good this season. They were second in the league coming into this one, and there is no team that needs a bye more than these Montreal Alouettes. As you said, their defense looks so tired in this game, but their offense just needs to get healthy after a very tough loss.
Oh, what's gonna happen? Oh.
You want to see? Here's Aquileros.
Zach, in all the years that you've been up on them, what does this team do when it has to deal with adversity coming up to Labor Day? And what does it show about the way that you guys prime yourselves ahead of the playoffs?
Oh, I don't know about any of
I'm
that.
also kind of listening to this while I read this in my
Key
head.
for one is like the heart and soul of our offense, a guy who just does so much for us that goes unseen, whether it's on the field or off it. He means so much to us on the field. And then losing a guy like Stearnsy, who's another piece that just does an unbelievable job of, first and foremost being a pro. His toughness, like that kind of stuff, just wears on everybody and leads the guys. And again, getting guys lined up, he's huge with that. So, hats off to the guys that have come in. Can't say enough about Chris Stebler. It's not every day you have a quarterback come in and get asked 4 or 5 times to block the defense.
I was going to say, yeah.
Automatic run. I know he's a Viking, but pretty awesome.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. This team, as Coach O'Shea has said continuously, likes to adapt and be able to meet every moment. What can you say about your running back tonight and over 200 yards combined?
Yeah, he just keeps getting better and better. Again, another guy who just his toughness just wears on everybody. The way he's able to catch the football, out of the backfield. Early on, I thought Coach Thorpe did a good job of, trying to take the intermediate and like the deeper stuff away from me. And Brady did a great job of, getting us to some 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s, and keeping us on the football field. And again, when the ball's in his hands, we know it's gonna be a positive play. So I always appreciate this, my friend. Good to see you, my friend.
You're going to see Montreal coach Jason Moss.
Jason, I know this is a loss.
Oh my gosh.
That was about this team because there's so many injuries. You guys were in it. All we turned by 30 in the fourth quarter. I know it's not the result you want, but I like to think this says a lot about this football team.
Oh yeah, I mean we have a lot of character and a lot of culture in that locker room. Guys that aren't going to quit.
Took off his glasses.
Going to go out and battle hard every single week. And obviously we didn't come up the way we wanted to tonight, but obviously there's a lot of positives that we'll look at. We'll also take a bye week to heal up and get ready and come back and finish our season as strong as possible, week by week. That's all.
Yeah, they get a bye next week, so I think they need a bye after that. Loss.
They battled, and I love that about them.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. How much you welcome the bye right now?
Well, right now it's huge. I mean, we need to get healthier as a team. I think everybody realizes that. But at the same time, there's a lot of growth that happened the last 3 weeks as well that'll make us a much stronger team down the stretch. And that's what I'm looking forward to watching the film and us getting better. And but the week off will be great for us. We need it.
Yeah, and one word on James Morgan in a tough situation. He battled just like the rest of the team.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's only going to get better with more reps he takes. I mean, obviously, again, we didn't get but 1 practice this week for him to go against a tough defense. So obviously, he'll be better watching the film and getting more reps and getting more comfortable back there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've got 3 more CFL games on TSN this week. Here are the odds, courtesy of FanDuel. Elks coming up back-to-back wins. They are 3 points.
All right. So I was reading some of this. It says, the King is inspired by real-life NASCAR legend Richard Petty, who also voices the character. And I never knew that until now. Yeah, I've seen all 3 Cars films, but most people say the first one's the best one. And I think I saw all 3 in theaters. I remember seeing the second and the third one in theaters. The first one came out in 2006, so I was only a 5-year-old at the time, so I probably saw it in theaters. I remember one of my birthdays, when I turned, I think when I turned 6 years old, my birthday cake was a Cars themed cake. Yeah. Lightning McQueen and Chick Hicks. I do remember those characters. It says the King is a blue race car with the Dynaco logo and the number 43. He is based on 1970 Plymouth Superbird, a car known for its distinctive design and racing history. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Cars films in years. It kind of wants me to watch the first one again. All right. I'm going to read your chat. Read some of your messages that I missed to wrap up the stream. 5 Taylor says, well, good game, Keith. We'll meet again at the end of the regular season. Yeah. October 25th, I believe. I might be able to watch that game, but I don't think I'll be able to do a live stream for that. T-Bone says, yes, Richard Petty was number 43. Okay. Is his number retired? Is there a current NASCAR driver that is number 43? Do they retire NASCAR drivers' numbers? I don't know if they do. In Major League Baseball, number 42 is retired on all 32 teams because of Jackie Robinson. Darrell Waltrip also did a voice in that movie too. Oh, I remember Darrell Waltrip. I don't remember him being one of the voices of Cars. But I know for sure Bob Costas was one of the voices. Yeah, I remember Darrell Waltrip when I used to watch NASCAR. He was with Larry McReynolds and Mike Joy. Mike Joy is still a NASCAR announcer for Fox. I think, aren't the races now on... No, they're no longer on NBC, the second half of the season. I think they're now on... Is it on the CW network? I'm not sure. I remember 10 years ago it was on ABC, ESPN, and Fox. And then after ESPN lost rights, it was moved to NBC. Now I don't think NBC has the rights. I think it's on a different network. I know Fox is still one of the networks that hosts the NASCAR race. Pretty much the only NASCAR race I really watch is the Daytona 500, because the Daytona 500 is the biggest NASCAR race of the year, even though it's the first race of the season. Isn't that weird? The first race of the season is the biggest one. In other sports, the last game is the championship. IndyCar racing, the biggest race is the Indy 500. That's really the only Indy car race I really watch as well. And I know that NASCAR, they go to that Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They would have a race called the Brickyard 400. I think that just happened not too long ago. CC says Darrell Waltrip was an announcer. I remember his son, Michael Waltrip. I think he's still part of Fox. Yeah, Darrell Waltrip's retired. He's an old guy now. T-Bone says, go put some deodorant on. I did. But that was like almost 12 hours ago. At least that helps. You're not quite sure if his number is retired or not. Okay. 5 Terror says, also, what's funny is the game in the Bronx is still going on. Oh, really? Was there a rain delay? Is it in extra innings? And that game started before the football game, right? CC says they tried to retire the number 3, but someone else took it a few years ago. Isn't number 3 Austin Dillon? I remember him. I don't know if he's still a NASCAR driver. One of my favorites, a few more of my favorites that are retired are Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and of course, Jimmy Johnson. Five Terry says no to either. It's just been a long one. Oh, well, that's rare. Now that we have the pitch clock. But before they had the pitch clock, a lot of times the Yankees-Red Sox game is a long one. Let me see if the Houston Astros won. Oh, they did. Okay, well, that's the bright side. It's kind of the opposite for me and you, Five Taylor. Your favorite MLB team lost earlier today, but your favorite CFL team won tonight, and for me, it's the opposite. So we get half. It's like half and half for both of us. Oh, Yankees and Red Sox are in the bottom of the 9th inning, and it's, wow, 6-3. Usually, if a game is high scoring, that makes the game longer. If the game is low scoring, that makes it shorter. CC says, yeah, I think Austin Dillon originally took number 3, but the 3 was originally Dale Sr. Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah. Isn't that crazy? Dale Sr. Like, oh my gosh. It's hard to put into words. Because his last race was what, the 2001 Daytona 500? T-Bone says, Jeff Gordon did a voice in Cars 2. Oh, did he really? Do you know what character? I'm not really a fan of Cars 2. Probably because it's not like Cars 1. It's like a totally different story, you know. I like Cars 3 more than Cars 2. And next week for Fox MLB, they have 3 games, but it's on the 30th. Wait, the 30th is a Saturday. That's when college football begins. Why are they doing that? So that means no Thursday night Fox games next Thursday? I don't know what they're doing. He did the voice for Jeff Gorvette. A lot of these characters I don't remember in Cars 2. Lewis Hamilton also did a voice in Cars 2 as well. Oh, I don't know who Lewis Hamilton is. I guess I can look that person up real quick. Oh, he's a British race car driver. Oh, he's in the Formula One. And the Formula One's has gotten really popular. Wait, what? He's also the co-owner of the Denver Broncos? That's weird. Okay. Five Terror says, oh, I know why. Fox has a college football game on at 10 p.m. Central on the 30th. Wait, regular Fox? Not FS1. regular Fox. 10 p.m. Central? What the heck? Wow. Well, that's weird. Where's the guest room exactly? Wait, what guest room? It's Utah, UCLA. Oh, wow. And that game's on Fox. Normally, a late night game would be on ESPN. Okay then, whatever works, I guess. The guest room at my house, well, I can't show it to you. My parents are in the living room. Plus, I have my webcam. See, look. See? The webcam is on top of this laptop, and my microphone's right there. So it's not gonna be easy for me to carry the laptop with the microphone, you know. But this is the best room in the house because it's the biggest. Five Tear says, I'm all for those late ass games though. Oh, yeah, I think you stay up late as well. Yeah, sometimes I would just put on the late night game as well until that's over, like the last game on before it's over. And then I'll watch the ESPN late night highlight show called College Football Final. That's a great show. But you don't have to watch it late at night because they'll show it on loop all night on, I think, ESPN U before NFL season, NFL Sunday begins. So, yeah. Yeah, you can watch college football for like over 12 hours straight. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Can I explain how to get from the billiards room instead of showing it? Getting there from the billiards room instead of showing it? I go through the living room and then the hallway and then I turn left and the room is right there. Alright. I guess that's it. Now I'm getting hot again because I turned off the AC, so I'm gonna wrap up the stream. I'll try to record the next episode of KSN later tonight. To be honest, I don't really feel like doing it because I did this stream. But if I do it, then the episode's probably going to be a pretty short one. Although I think I've said that before. This episode might not be a long one, but it turns out to be a long one. That's what happens when you get into your talking. So, if I somehow don't have it uploaded by tomorrow, or if I somehow don't have time to record, I guess it'll be on Saturday then. Yeah, so. Until then, I don't know when the next live stream will be on this channel. I might do it once a month or so. I don't know when the next time I'll go live for this channel. But this stream was a success. So I thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, good night, CC. I don't have to record. Yeah, it's up to me, I guess, if I feel like it. Hey, when I took that 2-week hiatus, I gotta be honest, I enjoyed my break. I did. I gotta be honest, sometimes I don't feel like recording, but I enjoy doing it. So, who knows? Maybe I won't do it. Maybe I won't record. Maybe it won't be until Monday. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever I'm in the mood for. So, yeah. Yes, that is correct, T-Bone. I have to do that first. Get that over with, so I won't forget. Alright, guys. That's it. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you whenever. Until then, have a good night. Thank you all for tuning in. Peace out.